Got an important announcement from the SSA about Social Security changes currently affecting recipients. So this came directly from the SSA yesterday. You could see this is the website. We got a press release yesterday. I'm going to go over that press release, let you know what changes the SSA is happy to announce, which is affecting all Social Security recipients. So I'm going to let you know that. Also, speaking of change, we have a proposed change from a Republican senator, which is very rare, and you're definitely going to want to hear his outline of what could happen to your Social Security. So I'll let you know what he says there, and you're definitely going to want to hear what he has to say, and I'll give you some other important updates as well. Before I dive into the main content, if you appreciate these Social Security updates, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Social Security updates. So, Social Security issues update on changes impacting recipients. This is coming directly from the SSA. I just wanted to show you this right here. If we take a look, this is the press release. Came out yesterday, Wednesday, July 23rd. It is very rare that the SSA puts announcements out like this. So let's get right into it. Social Security gains momentum, meeting customer needs online, on the phone, and in person. Increased capacity through new technology allows SSA to serve more customers at greater speed. Now, before I get into this, I'm really curious, has your wait times on the phone gone down if you've tried to call Social Security? Let me know. So the SSA announced today substantial progress, service delivery outcomes resulting from focused technology enhancements and process engineering. These improvements reflect Commissioner Frank Bisognano's strategic vision to modernize the SSA's customer service, saying this: "Our vision is centered on providing outstanding service that works for everyone we serve, whether they call, walk into an office, or choose to manage their benefits online. We are transforming the customer experience, investing in technology to build frontline capacity, and using real-time data to monitor performance across the board. We are delivering higher levels of customer service, and this will continue." What are your thoughts there? Do you agree? So implementation of new telephone technology on the national 800 number and in SSA offices. So what specifically, right? So he said a bunch of words there. Everything is great, progress, increased technology, but what are the numbers we're seeing here? Well, let's take a look. SSA is handling more calls with faster response times, saying the agency handled nearly 1.3 million calls on the national 800 number last week, or 70% more than the same week last fiscal year, while reducing the average speed of answer to 6 minutes. This response time is down from an average of 18 minutes so far this year and 30 minutes last year, or an 80% reduction. Is this true? All right, so these are the numbers that they're given, but I want some real life anecdotal evidence here. So let me know, have you experienced this? Also, SSA is reducing field office wait times. The agency reduced the wait time in field offices to 23 minutes so far this year, compared to 30 minutes last year, or a 23% reduction. SSA has also improved service for its customers online by eliminating the long-standing scheduled downtime of 29 hours a week for my Social Security. This enhancement has already enabled 125,000 more customers to access their online accounts in the first week. So talking about a lot of big changes here. Also, the initial disability claims backlog has been reduced to 940,000 pending cases, down from a record of 1.2 million last year. That's a 25% reduction, and the processing time has improved to 5 days faster. So they're presenting a lot of big wins here, but I'm really curious. They could say whatever they want to say. It's all about personal experience. What is your personal experience with SSA customer service? Has it gotten better, same, worse? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, speaking of other changes, let's talk about proposed changes. So one Republican senator is proposing changes. This is coming from Senator Bill Cassidy. He might be the only Republican senator who has put forth proposals wanting to try to change Social Security. Compared to the other Republican senators, we haven't really heard much. So what he said here is we are losing money on those treasuries right now. He wants a separate fund for Social Security. This is a bold claim, a bold change that he's introducing, something that has never been done before. But most importantly, how is it going to affect your Social Security? Your personal Social Security check? Is it going to go up, down, stay the same? Well, take a listen to what Senator Cassidy has to say right here.
The approaching insolvency of Social Security has been a topic of national concern since the 90s and a topic of congressional procrastination for just as long. The can has been kicked down the road so far, there's not much road left. The fund is expected to start running dry as early as 2033. In 7 years, 7 months, and 15 days, to be precise. The problem? Too many people are living longer and drawing benefits with not enough young people paying in. Unless something is done to change that, retired Americans who qualify will still be getting Social Security money, but not all of it, about 80% of what the current retirees get. But now a new bipartisan effort in Congress is aiming to change all that. Republican Senator Bill Cassidy and Democratic Senator Tim Kaine are introducing a plan they say could save Social Security. They write in a Washington Post op-ed today that there is a nationwide appetite to implement a bipartisan, common-sense plan like ours. Waiting until the Social Security Trust Fund is on the eve of crisis would have difficult and preventable consequences. Congress should seize the moment. Joining us now is Republican Senator from Louisiana, Bill Cassidy. Senator, great to have you here. So, is Congress going to seize the moment? You've been warning about this crisis for years. Nobody seems to do anything about it.
Well, I don't know if we're going to seize the moment. I wish I could tell you absolutely, but you're right. History would say bet against it. But what Senator Kaine and I have is a way that balances the kind of politics. It puts forward a good policy. It addresses that 20% shortfall that you mentioned doesn't happen. And along the way, it pays for Social Security. Now, we're setting it up as good as we can. I love this show. Maybe that'll prod my colleagues to get into action.
All right. So if your plan passes, people will get every penny that they paid into back out of it, yes?
Absolutely. And then some people will get a little bit more. For example, we have something where if you're over 80 and you're like less than 200% of federal poverty level, we give you a little extra. We have work incentives in there. We do something for pastors. Sometimes pastors, when they're 20, elect not to go into Social Security. And then when they're 65, they can't get Medicare. We do something kind for them. So we do things that fix problems, that actually help others, put in work incentives. That's a good thing. And we also bail it out. I love our plan.
So what are the chances you can get your colleagues to agree?
Well, so I'm speaking to people now, so is Senator Kaine. And do we just want to let this coast along, doing a disservice to the American people, allowing it to go down bankrupt, at which point the solutions are more drastic, or do we want to be proactive? Imagine that, Congress being proactive.
It's hard to imagine.
Yeah, I'm pushing to be proactive.
But you know, listen, Social Security is a sacred trust for Americans. This is a contract we have had with generations of Americans. You work hard. We're going to take this money of yours. We're going to put it away for you so when you're old and you don't have a job anymore and you can't work anymore, it's going to be there for you. A lot of people have started to lose faith in this. 83% of Gen Xers don't even believe that they will get their Social Security.
Absolutely. That's why we got to fix it now. Under our plan, everybody gets all the benefits that they've been promised. Period. End of story. But along the way, we create an investment fund in which we put money into the investment fund and invest it like you would your 401k. And we let it grow just with the power of our economy. And we use the power of the U.S. economy to bail out Social Security. By the way, all risk is by the fund. You know, if the market goes up, the market goes down, doesn't matter, you still get your benefits.
Okay.
But the fund ends up bailing out social. And as I said earlier, we actually give a little bit more to some people.
What are your thoughts on Senator Cassidy? Do you agree, disagree? This is a pretty bold change that he wants to make with Social Security. Now, it could be market dependent, I don't know. But what do you think about this? Good idea, bad idea? Let me know down in the comments below. And that is all the news that I have for today to hopefully cheer you up a bit. Here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, this is Bella. This is the tip of the day, and what I was gonna say is just enjoy the moments right now. Don't be like maybe, don't be like maybe I'm not good for this. Just do it. Something, if you want to do it, then you can, because it's just a one-time thing, because you should always do something now than always later, because then it might not be the right time and it might not be the right ending. You might have like people or like...
If you haven't heard about the double Social Security payments coming in the month of August, you're going to want to click this video over here. Also, I have Hakeem Jeffries, leader of the Democrats, presenting his Democratic plan for Social Security when asked on the spot by a reporter. You're not going to want to miss that, so click that video now and I'll see you in that video. Take care, be safe, thank you for watching.